Let's talk about toughness just for a second. I want to get to the top 10. Who's tougher? MMA fighter, professional wrestler? Now, obviously, we know who's more skilled. That's not what I'm saying. But when we're just talking about pure tough.
That's hard to. You know why that's hard to line up is because you stick a pro wrestler in a fight and you start punching him. It's a different thing. He doesn't know how to be tough in there. And you stick an MMA fighter in a pro wrestling ring, you start chucking that dude around. Yeah, it's one thing to stick him in there and let him do a little, a little song and dance, a little bumpity bump here, a little. Fuck that, man. Stick him in there. Stick him in with, Warlord and Barbarian. Barb. Let Barb throw him around a little bit. They'll be screaming and crying and trying to get out of that ring so fast. And, also the other thing is they'll be thinking, I look like the biggest idiot in the world. And just stumbling and stuttering. And guys like, or you stick him in there with Steiner, who would just, both of them, make them tag against, it'd be ridiculous.
To me, it's I think there's a mutual respect from each side to the other, and I think it's two different kinds of toughness. I mean, obviously, with the kind of the beat downs that the MMA fighters give and receive, that speaks for itself. From the pro wrestling aspect, trying to take care of each other, but gravity and physics being what they are, crooked landings, bad landings, weeks and weeks and weeks on the road, the grind, always, taking the pounding, and seemingly to me, and at least in MMA fighting off season, you're probably giving more than you're receiving. Would that be true?
No, not so. Not necessarily. Excuse me. Not necessarily. It just in training's training, and
but not going full force. Huh?
Well, we do still. Honestly, I keep sharp, but it does scale down quite a bit, so it's not quite so bad. And then you start spending more time on just skill stuff and lifting and staying healthy. And although when I was younger, man, we used to just go and just fucking bang, 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 bang all the time. I was just getting in there. How tough are you? But now
you got to train smarter.
It's smarter, not harder.
Yeah,
smarter, not harder.
And that's like everything is in life. So anyway, both walks of life, I think, require
toughness is toughness. If you're tough, you're
toughness,
tough.
but a different kind of human being. It takes a special human being to get in an octagon, and I think it takes a special human being to want to spend a lifetime on the road. Driving up and down the road doing
even just to get out there and go out and work. The thing is, if all this shit was easy, then everybody would do it.
Well, that being said, when I say specifically about these two walks of life, I mean, I'm not saying that anything else ain't out there tough either. I mean, the guy who's driving that truck down the road and is away from his family, driving 1,000 miles a day, I mean, that's tough in and of itself.
His hemorrhoids.
My buddy who's been laying tile floors for 30 years on his knees. I mean, everything's tough, but just in the grind of what we both do,